And since we're on the topic of community, I want to shout out my property manager because yesterday in my complex we had a trunk or treat from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. My property manager lives on a property. She does not have young kids, but she always likes to do events for young kids, right? And last night really felt like a old school block party. I was tired. I did not want to go. Like, I was already in the bed, but my honey said as he was walking the dog, one of our neighbors, Kirsten, was like, "Hey, y'all bringing the girls out?" And he was like, "Yeah." So he said, "Yeah," but in his mind, he's like, I don't know. Like, we had already been out all day. But again, somebody asks you and you know that they're doing these events, like, you show up because people don't have to do these events. They don't have to, y'all. So I took the kids out. And again, a lot of people who had like their trunks open with treats and stuff. One was like an elderly lady. She doesn't have any young kids, so she doesn't have to do this, but she did. And she made nice, full, big bags of goodies for the kids. Another woman, she's newer to the neighborhood. She was out there. It was about 8 different cars who had things for the kids, and my honey was outside with the little kids, like throwing footballs. They were playing together. We were just like, neighbors were interacting with each other, like getting to know each other, getting to meet each other. And I'm like, it really reminded me of old school days. Like, my grandmother, we live in the South now, but my grandmother, we from New York. Like, she used to host block parties, and people still come up to me to this day and they talk about my grandmother, and she used to feed the community, like doing all of that type of stuff. Like, that's how I felt last night. And I didn't even want to go, right? But I pushed myself to go because this is community. This is community. And I even met a woman there who lived in my building who my property manager kept telling me she wanted me to meet her. She's a specialized education teacher. Her name is Jessica. It's so awesome. When I tell you, this woman is so awesome. Summy was having like a meltdown yesterday. Like, she got overly stimulated at one point. And Jessica like was doing like breathing exercises with her. Like, I said the woman wasn't even at work, but she snapped into like work mode. She was asking me questions about something to kind of get to know her and to see like what works for her. Like, she was just so in tune with my baby and just everything. Like, my property manager, at one point, my property manager was like holding a baby for me, and they were sitting there like laughing together, her and the baby having a conversation. But that was community last night. Community. We was outside last night, and it just felt really, really good. And the nuance of this is, it made me sad because I was watching the Netflix documentary A Perfect Neighbor, and I was thinking about, those same like kids being outside, just being kids and playing around. If you haven't seen A Perfect Neighbor, please go watch it. It's a lot to unpack there, but community will carry you in the silent moments. Community will carry you when you think that you don't have anybody that's watching. So show up for these events. If they're doing things in your neighborhood, in your community, please show up. All right, that was another TED Talk for this morning, but thank y'all for listening. Bye.